In this video, we will be demonstrating how to expose the new white mesh for the ScreenMaker 1000 exposure unit. Here's a list of tools you will need in order to ensure a good exposure. Step 1. Soap water preparation. Start by adding water to the bottle. Then add in two small pumps worth of hand soap into the water. Close the bottle top and shake to incorporate the soap into the water. Step 2. Cleaning this exposure surface. Using the glass cleaner and a paper towel, clean and dry the exposure unit glass area. Step 3. Create the screen. You will apply the mesh to the wooden frame with the shiny side of the mesh down to the sticky surface of the wooden frame. Cut the mesh from the roll. Next, using the soap water mixture and a paper towel, you will want to wipe the back side of the screen. This will assist in removing excess dust and static from the mesh material. Be sure to completely dry the mesh surface. You will place the wiped down frame into the exposure unit with the shiny side of the mesh facing up. Step 4. Artwork exposure. Place your artwork face down on the shiny side of the mesh. Take 5 pieces of plain copy paper and place them on top of your artwork. Then take a large sheet of plain paper, 11 by 17, or a white blank Pellon print square, and place that on top of the 5 sheets of paper in the artwork. For exposure, you will want to expose the artwork once at a setting of 0. This will help to remove excess moisture in the artwork or screen. Once you have flashed the artwork once at 0, then you will want to expose the artwork again. The second exposure setting may change depending on the size of the image of the artwork. Here we are using a smaller left chest size image, therefore our second exposure will be at a setting of 0. Now let's talk about the difference in image or exposure area. The size of the artwork on the page plays a factor in the setting for your second exposure. The artwork on the left is what we just exposed. Now let's expose the middle piece of artwork in order to see the difference in settings. Apply the artwork, 5 pieces of plain paper and large piece of paper or Pellon onto your screen in the exposure unit. Again, the first exposure setting should be 0. Flash the artwork once. If the artwork covers a medium amount of the page, as here, you will want to then raise your exposure setting to a level of 2 and expose the artwork a second time. If your artwork covers a large portion of the page, as in our example on the right, you will want to again place the artwork face down on the top side of the shiny on top of the shiny side of the mesh. Then place 5 pieces of blank copy paper and a large sheet of paper or Pellon on top of that. For the first exposure, you will want to be at a setting of 0. However, for the second exposure, you will want to raise the setting on the machine to a setting of 5. This higher setting ensures that the entire artwork gets exposed with the least number of exposures. Step 5. Stretching the screen. If you have not done so, you will want to remove the artwork from the screen material in order to place it into the metal stretch frame. Take the part of the metal stretch frame with the lip and gasket material and place it on the rough side of the mesh. Then place the flat piece of the metal stretch frame along the back side of the wooden frame. You want to clamp everything together using the frame clamps. The clamps are placed to the left and the right of your image and at the top of your image. Step 6. Preparing to print. You will want to choose a squeegee that is wider than your image. In order to eliminate pinholes along the edge of the squeegee blade, place a piece of blockout or masking tape on either side of the exposed image, along where the edges of the squeegee blade will run. Once you have taped the back side of the frame, you can then load it into your press. You may also want to tape the top side of the frame to keep ink off the frame during production. Apply your ink to the screen and print. And there you have your finished product. We hope that through the course of this video, you're able to get a better exposure out of your screens. If you're still struggling, please give us a call here in our office. Our number here is 800-597-9530. Thanks.